Hi, my tubies. Hello, this is Sheila Truelove, your advice coach. And today we're going to be talking about good women are hard to find because men don't really want good women. I have some notes right here that I'm looking at from time to time because I don't want to, like run on. Sometimes you lose track of what you're saying and you start mumbling, whatever. So I had a light day at the office, so I made sure that I wrote down my thoughts so we can talk about that now. Now, I have taken time to speak with the few men that I've been meeting as I travel, and I pose the question, are good women hard to find these days? And here are some of the answers that I received. Hold on, this thing is starting to stick. Hold on, please. This is the answers that I got. Okay. No. Hold on a moment. Bear with me, please. Okay. So now we have one guy. Hold on. We have one guy. He said 99% of women are nothing but whores these days. And the 1% that's not are almost impossible to find. It's hard to find a woman who haven't been ran through over 10 times by the time she's 19 years old. The next jerk is my view. How many women of today will let a man screw her on the first day? He says, you don't even have to date them anymore. And they'll even let you screw them without a condom. Ladies, you got to get it together. That's sick. Another guy says, if a woman have good standards, she's not going to want a man whore. See, I agree with this guy. She's not going to want a man who's a whore if she has good standards. But these females of today, they don't give a damn. They think they're going to be the ones. I'm going to be the one who's going to tame this guy. Pipe dreams. The next knucklehead said, he's not wife and no hoe. Most modern women are all used up, passed around, hand-me-down type of women. He says smart men today, they just pump and dump. So, of course, I just listened and I took a lot of mental notes. But when they were done, I kept my composure. I stayed calm. And then I simply told them, if you want better women, be better fathers. It's just that simple. It's not complicated. Then I told them about some experiences from women who were either raised without a father or was abused by their father. Women raised without loving and caring fathers cause many women to be very insecure, which leads to them making many, many bad decisions with hopes of finding love. She needs to see her father being loving and kind to her mother. So when she starts to assess men as potential husbands for herself, she will be attracted to men who are like her father. If you are a respectful and non-threatening to her mother, she won't end up with a no-good thug and a build a bum type of man. She won't crave attention from unworthy men who will only care about what can she do for me. On another note, one lady was physically abused by her father all throughout her childhood. She would be hit with belts. She was hit with iron rods, shoes, and anything else that he could get his hands on. She also witnessed him beating her mother, but at the time, she's a girl. She's a little girl. She's young. She couldn't really jump in to help her mom. She says she still has scars on her back and on her arms from the beatings that he gave her. She doesn't feel that any man will ever love her. And she'll always feel that if she were to have a relationship, she would have no standards to base it on. What standards does she have to base it on? Really. So, like I said, and let me reiterate here, if you want better women, be better fathers. Show your daughters how a man is supposed to treat her and how she's supposed to behave when she's dealing with a man. Teach her about all the lies, the manipulation, and the bullery that these dusty bums are going to try to pull on her. It's up to her dad to try to educate her and school her, to protect her. Another thing I brought to these boys, and I do mean boys, attention, I asked them, do you watch porno? Men say they want a good, decent, and moral woman. Well, if that's true, then why is the porno industry a billion-dollar industry? I said that in my previous video on narcissistic men happy to see women fall. I brought that point out on that video. Why is the porno industry a billion-dollar industry? And why isn't prostitution a thing of the past? Because you remember, you want good women. Who's mainly supporting and encouraging women to do this filth? Prostitution is alive and well the last time I checked. These males of today don't want good women. They want women who make pigs of themselves. Every time they pay a prostitute for sex, he's encouraging her to degrade herself. Every time they look at porno, do you think they're thinking about that's someone's child? That's someone's child who lost her way? I don't think so. So the next time some low-life, dusty maggot, no-good bastard call women whores and thoughts, remember that's what you males support and that's what you encourage. If she was a good homemaker, if she was respectful, dressed and conducted herself like a lady, and if she had a decent ladylike moral compass, she'd be sitting at home with 12 cats to keep her company while she's watching Netflix. Whereas the whores and the prostitutes and the porn stars, their phone never stops ringing and their dance card is always full. God and Christ said a man is supposed to be the head of women and children. And they are supposed to take the lead, leading them to living right and doing right. Where have these jokers led women and children? Let's think about the children, you know, the child trafficking, the trafficking young boys and girls. Okay, where have they led children and women? Drugs, booze, and filth. That's where they've led us. Well, most women and children. So if you are not prepared to be better fathers, then you need to shut your pie holes and stop complaining about what you created. You men created this. Our great leaders. Like I said, these males of today, they do not want good women. This is Sheila Truelove, your advice coach. Your advice coach. I love you. Remember, you always have a choice. The choice is always yours. So please, my tubies, choose wisely. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, we will definitely talk again. I love you. Good night.